lovelies, and welcome to this week's video. So yeah, I know it's not like a year ago when I had like a whole like background drop, whatever, but it is what it is. So anyways, today we're gonna talk about everyday rituals that we can do. I've talked in the past about self-care and mindfulness and, you know, for witch on the go, and this one is kind of for the witch on the go, but it's for everyone. So I'm going to talk mainly about like morning rituals and then night rituals. So, you know, a lot of the times we can't, especially like if we're parents or careers, etc., we don't have the time to do a full ritual with a full circle as often as we'd like, or, you know, we're solitary, so we do things on our own. So I'm going to start with morning rituals. So remember, this is to help us empower ourselves, feel more connected to our craft, to allow whatever goal or focus that we've been working on, whether we follow the moon cycle or we just have done spells, etc., to continue to bring that forth. So like if you're doing prosperity spells or focusing on a better career, doing certain little things every day, calling upon different goddesses, these things might help and to get you in that mindset. This also helps with grounding and with our chakras to keep us just in a really good place. It also is just basic self-care and helps with our mental health and our overall like mind, body, soul well-being. So to start, like every person should not do the same thing. And the reason I say that is because we all have different needs, we all have different lifestyles, and not everybody practices the same. So here's one example. So for me, for the past 4 months, what I've done is I have a Lilith ritual candle, and I've been wanting more empowerment because of going through a breakup from like a 7-year relationship, and to bring me the strength because of all the horrible, horrible things that happened during that time period. And so I do a Lilith. I like Lilith. I listen to a 8 minutes invocation song on YouTube for Lilith, and go about my day. If I'm in a rush, I'll do it while I'm doing my makeup or even feeding the baby. So these are like little things that we can do. Crap, I forgot it in the other room. But you can also do journaling in the morning. So another good thing people can do is right away when they wake up in the morning. So like, this is really good for people that don't have like a crazy lifestyle and like a lot of kids to take care of or things like that, or you have a partner that's supportive to give you like this 15-20 minutes. So you have a candle and incense that's specifically for this, that you light and burn, and every day have a prompt for a journal. And it can be like just one where you have to answer for like 5 sentences or 1 sentence. It can be very quick, but really just to get you in the moment, in that time, and to take care of self. So it can be as easy as things I like to touch and that make me happy when I touch them, or scents that bring joy to me, things like that. Also in the morning, something I do is I use toner and a primer that has rose oil in it, and that scent just kind of revives me, brings me like this self-love energy and just a bunch of joy and energy all together. So finding a morning self-care routine that becomes like a ritual that, you know, empowers you and builds you up will help manifest and bring forth anything that you've been really working on as for spell work, because your energy and your being is at a higher level than normal, than just like right away looking at a phone and rushing to get out the door and not taking a moment to just breathe. So have a sacred space if possible. So it can even just be like a little corner in your bedroom. And that's where I used to film in my old place, was I had this little corner that I had tapestries and all this kind of stuff and a little fuzzy chair, and that's where I sat and I did these type of things. So don't look at your phone right away unless it's to put music on that's going to help, or there's an app, or you're looking at moon phases, whatever the case may be. Don't look at social media first thing in the morning. And the reason for that is that social media can, or has been proven through peer-reviewed research, that it can lower mood and cause anxiety and depression. So there's that. Doing affirmations every day of like, I am beautiful, I am strong, or let's say again, the example of prosperity. You're working on prosperity. And so you can say, I'm prosperous, I am, worthy, all that kind of stuff, to just keep yourself going. And if you are somebody that has like anxiety and wakes up in panic, or is like really anxious in the morning, and you think looking at your phone kind of calms you and grounds you, like I get that, because I used to use that as an excuse. And it's really hard to like change, but these things help, especially if you have that sacred space. That is your energy. That will have, tools of yours. It's kind of like, you can take some of the things that you normally would have on your altar, if you have a cluttered altar, and you can put it in this space. This is your space. So you can have like a scent that you spray that is revolved around whatever it is that you're working on at the time, or for yourself. Also having an ancestral altar, which doesn't really need to be much. It can just be a white candle, and you don't have to, but something that is either a picture or a memorabilia of somebody in your family or numerous people, and you call upon your ancestral energy to give you strength and help you go throughout the day, right? So then there's also like, this kind of goes along with other things I've been saying, is aligning yourself. So there's tons of websites that you can find like these type of sheets on, worksheets, and it goes along kind of with the journal prompts, but like there's like witchy morning sheets, law of attraction morning sheets, spiritual morning sheets, sheets that are just specifically for parents, things like that to help you. I know with some people who are really into like the law of attraction stuff, like there's like a 7-day thing that you can do where you have to write it in a certain amount of times, or there's ones that are months. If there's certain like little meditations or subliminal music, things that are related to things that you might need to work on for yourself, or that just kind of bring you up, or with whatever spell work you're doing, you're listening to that right away while you're getting ready. Or music in general. Music will uplift. So putting on music right away when you get ready. Visualize your day. So instead of looking at your phone, think about the things that you have to do, and not in an anxious, panicky way, but just to kind of think things through, right? And see what you all have to do. And then let's say you're in school, right? And you are really stressed because you have a test. Visualize yourself having essentially the perfect day. You go to the test, you're calm, and you do well. Everything goes fine. So you picture your day, you walk through, you're going to the kitchen, you're going to go eat, you're getting ready for the day. Think about all these little things and how well they're going to go, and how you are worth everything. So you can visualize and manifest having a magical and happy, joyous day. So whether it's getting exciting news, doing well on a test, getting the job that you might have an interview for, getting your dream car, getting a compliment, that person that you really like reaches out to you or responds to a text, that you're feeling healthy, you're feeling vivacious, things are going to go well. And when we have that in our heads, we're putting it out there, and that changes and shifts our reality. So inspiration. So this again comes from like where I would say music. So whether it's on your phone again, and this is another reason it's okay to look at your phone, whether it's on your phone or you have a record player or whatever the case may be. Play music that uplifts you, right? Things that are inspirational for what you need. If you have the time in the morning to read, instead of this being part of your evening ritual, you could read a little bit of something that's inspirational, or having just, like I have a mindful evening book, which thought I grabbed, that I was going to show for like the second part. But there are also morning ones, and then you read that inspiration every day, or you have a chant that you say every day during that particular phase of the moon, right? Because working with the phases of the moon, if you're somebody that does that, that's going to be extremely important too, to involve that into your daily rituals, whether it's in the morning or the evening, because you're continuing to work on whatever the focus of this cycle of the moon is for you, or what, and then you can look at what phase it's currently in and do what you need to do for that particular phase. Like, do I need to release blockages right now? Should I be focusing on how it's going to come into action, putting it out, to visualizing? So just taking a few minutes every day to visualize. If you have the time to meditate, even for 10 minutes, that's great too. So like a grounding meditation, in empowering meditation, any type of visual, that I'm just going to put it out there, visual meditations where you have to visualize things coming and happening to you. Because first of all, that's going to put you in a good place to begin with if you meditate right away in the morning. Okay. And when you're getting ready, use your senses, like connect. What am I smelling? What am I feeling? What am I seeing? What am I hearing? And enjoy each moment. And like I said, some of these rituals, like if you go and want to light your altar candle and sit at your main altar for a few minutes each day, then go do that. Or if you have to bring the candle into the bathroom while you get ready, do it. Every day there is ways to make it magical. Pulling an oracle card every day, and if you don't have oracle cards, a tarot card every day, just to see how that day is going to be, or what kind of inspiration you may need that day. Crystals, and that was another thing I was going to bring in. What I'm actually going to start selling these, but right now it's only if you email me and ask. But selenite wands that I put like crystals on for each chakra. So having that in the morning to just like lay down, and at night too, to just calm the body and ground myself and get everything into order. Using a pendulum, asking questions, especially if like crystal pendulums, just to get your day going. Ones that are really, crystals that are really good for in the morning rituals are like amethysts and rose quartz, things that are going to help you find clarity and grow love and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I have stuff written down. Astrology. If you're into astrology, you can there's astrology apps, and you can look at those every day to see where we are, where the planets are positioned right now, and what that means for you concerning your houses and et cetera, so that you are aware of the energies and work with it that day. You can also do, if you, daily gratitude. So this can be morning or afternoon or at night. Like and I think I talked about this in my self-care one, but like 5 things that you're grateful for. 5 positive things about your day at night, like when you get home from work or at night. 5 things that went well. Or if it's in the morning, 5 things that you like about yourself or your life to bring up that energy, right? Okay, so, this can be morning or night as well. So right now I'm just kind of saying different things you can do as a ritual. I'm not going to tell you my daily ritual in this particular video because I'm already talking about a lot of stuff. So going off of the working with the ancestors, you can also work with spirit guides and familiars. So I've talked about working with ancestors in the morning, but you can do this at night. I've talked about working with a goddess or a god every day in the morning or at night, which I talked about before. Like I said, I was working with Lilith for so long, and now I'm kind of working with Hecate or Hecate, however you want to pronounce it, and Medusa, but mainly Hecate. So with spirit guides and familiars, they, you can do the same type of thing. And if you have a familiar, like I have a cat Minerva, either the morning or at night or both, spending some time just being with that familiar. I need energy work and spells. So I kind of talked a little bit about how in the morning part, no, I'm just talking about in the day in general, how you can fit these, and even the morning ones, you don't have to do it in the morning. I'm just saying in the morning, you should not be on your phone right away. You should be doing something to help you and your self-care and your works that you're doing. So energy and spell works, finding a way to fit this in. So, whether it's law of attraction that you're using or actual like spell work, the main thing is working daily with that energy and utilizing your visualization techniques, which I touched on before, and not just visualizing, but feeling it into existence. Because really, the law of attraction really is just witchcraft. It's basically what we do in spells. It's just a different way. It's just different words. Like whatever. So again, like I talked about the moon phases and I talked about astrology. You can use the moon ritual powers. So again, working with each phase. But what you need to make sure that you're doing every day, if you decide to integrate your energy work or spells into your daily ritual, whether it's working with the moon and working with astrology, working law of attraction, whatever the case may be, or all the above, make sure that you're every day, you're very clear about what you want and how you can bring it into your life, picturing it, feeling it. What do you want to be? What do you want to have? What do you want to occur? And fully feel it. See yourself. How are you feeling now that you've gotten it? You can include herbs. You can include crystals, you can include candles, whatever it is that you need. Just find like a little way to integrate whatever you were doing on the new moon or the full moon or whatever it was that when you did a spell, whatever your main thing is right now, find a way to integrate it into your daily life. So every night, for example, it doesn't have to be at night. Every night you could, again, going back to like a prosperity for an example, light a green candle and do exactly kind of like what I was saying, being clear on what you want, visualizing it, seeing it happen. But once you're done with the ritual, you're done, no more thoughts about it, because then doubts can come in, then what ifs, then anxieties, fears, things that you may see as reality that, okay, well, it's not really possible that this amount, like that I'm going to all of a sudden have the money that I need for this certain thing. Like all those doubts start to come out. So you have to just let it go and whatever. Also, you can also burn sage every day. Burning incense in the morning or at night while you're getting ready for bed or getting ready in the morning. Reading every night can help to get your mind at ease and calm. While you're cooking, you can look into kitchen witch magic, or even just, head witch in general, looking into that kind of stuff so that there's ways for you, again, to whatever it is your focus is, integrating that in. Like when you're cooking, making that magic, using certain herbs, Himalayan salt, and while you're doing it, you put your intention in. Even ritual baths. So some people just like on the full moon, that's all they'll do is a ritual bath. But if you don't want to wash your hair a certain day and you just want to take a bath and to relax, make it a ritual bath. use a bath bomb that has a certain intention or meaning with its herbs and essential oils, or drop certain essential oils or blends into the water and think of intentions. Or if you just had a really shitty day, use that ritual bath that you might do every day or every other day. You go into the bath, and I think I talked about this in again one of my energy clearing ones way back, but you know, you imagine all the negative stuff and it turns into, like imagine the water turning into sludge and it going down the drain, blah blah blah, you know, various different things. So basically the bottom line is, you don't have to just do rituals when you get together with your covenant, if you're in a covenant, or if you're solitary and you follow, just like, for example, the moon phases. You don't have to just do it on like the full moon or the new moon, or, you know, whatever phase, if you do it on more phases than that. You can do small little things each day and making your own ritual. And I will do a day that will be like an example to help people of what mine typically looks like, as for how I integrate. So yeah, basically just social media, not right away in the morning and not last thing at night. Integrate your work. Have moon phase apps on your phone. If you don't want to actually like write journal, there are like journal apps, even ones that are specifically for witches. So yeah, and I do highly recommend, if you are somebody that works with goddesses or gods, to work with them every day, like first thing in the morning or for last thing at night, to thank them for whatever they may have helped you with. But it's, I personally think right away in the morning to like bring in that power and that energy so that that is your focus of the day. So that's all I have. Please check out my business, subscribe to my newsletter, follow me on social media, subscribe to my channel if you have not yet done so. Probably press the bell button, because, you know, so you are alerted. And yeah, if you want a tarot reading, my email is also on there, and some of them, the more popular ones, are on my website too. So, all right, thank you, and I hope you all have a great next week and had great holiday season, and love you. Blessed be. Bye.